My students were acting strange, and I was their target. I always thought my students were just being extra friendly, but then I started noticing the patterns. The whispered conversations that stopped the moment I walked in. The sudden bursts of laughter when I turned my back. The way their phones would buzz in sync, followed by quick glances in my direction. At first, I brushed it off as typical teenage antics, until I caught a glimpse of one student, quickly shutting a notebook covered in scribbled notes and diagrams. That's when I knew something was up. I started paying closer attention. Snippets of conversation stood out. Phrases like, "he won't see it coming," and "Friday after school." Students who normally never interacted were suddenly huddled together, whispering. Even during lessons, I'd catch them exchanging secretive smirks. And then, there were the sudden moments of silence when I walked past. It wasn't just in class, this was happening in the hallways, the cafeteria, even during dismissal. They were planning something, and it involved me. For days, my mind raced. Were they plotting a prank? A protest? Some elaborate joke at my expense? Had I unknowingly done something to deserve payback? I played dumb, acting like I hadn't noticed. But I was on edge. I started imagining worst-case scenarios. Maybe they'd rigged my desk to collapse or filled my car with balloons. Finally, Friday arrived. I wasn't about to let them catch me off guard. The tension in the air was thick. Students exchanged knowing looks, some struggling to suppress grins. The final bell rang, and just as I reached for my bag, the classroom door slammed shut. My heart pounded. Then, the lights flickered off. Footsteps shuffled around me, fast and coordinated. I braced myself. Suddenly, the lights flashed back on, and there they were, holding up a massive sign that read, "Congratulations, Mr. K!" Confetti burst into the air, and the whole class erupted into cheers. Balloons rained down from the ceiling. Turns out, they had found out I had completed my master's degree, and had spent the entire week planning a surprise celebration. I had spent the whole week preparing for some grand scheme against me. I exhaled, half in relief, half in disbelief, only to be met with this. I laughed it off, shaking my head. But I'll never admit just how close I was to making a run for it.